Welcome to the final episode on the series, What Technology Cannot Replace, and that's being human. Throughout the series, we have explored a question that sits quietly beneath modern life. Can technology replace what it means to be human? We've stood together in a queue and discovered the value of patience. We've reflected on the body and the miracle of being alive. We've walked the grief and loss. We've confronted burnout and the danger of becoming mechanical. And now we arrive at the final question. If being human is something worth protecting, how do we preserve it? How do we remain human in a world moving faster every day? The answer may be far simpler than we imagine. It begins with noticing. Because every day, life presents us with opportunities to choose who we become. The future of humanity may not depend on technology. It may depend on whether we continue to care for one another. So not long ago, I found myself rushing through another busy day. I had places to be, tasks to complete, responsibilities waiting. Like many people, my attention was focused entirely on my own agenda. Then I noticed an elderly woman struggling with several shopping bags. People walked past her. Most weren't being unkind. They were simply distracted, busy, focused on their own lives. And if I'm honest, I nearly walked past too. Not because I didn't care, but because I wasn't paying attention. Then something made me stop. I turned around and I offered to help. It was a very small gesture, nothing extraordinary. But I will never forget her smile. Because it wasn't really about the bags. It was about being seen, being noticed, being acknowledged. And it reminded me of something important. Humanity rarely reveals itself through grand gestures. More often, it appears in small moments. Moments when we choose to stop, to notice, to care, to make another person's burden a little lighter. Long before I began asking what technology could or could not replace, life had already shown me the answer. For a period of my life, I volunteered as a caregiver. At first, I believed caregiving was about assisting people with daily tasks, helping them eat, helping them move, helping them through the practical realities of life. But over time, I discovered something much deeper. People rarely remember every task you perform for them. What they remember is how you made them feel. They remember patience. They remember your kindness. They remember whether they felt safe around you, whether they felt respected by you, whether they felt seen. As caregivers, we spent our days supporting people who depended on others for things many of us take for granted. Some required constant assistance. Others simply needed reassurance. Some needed physical care. Others needed emotional comfort. And what struck me most was this. No matter their age, condition, background, or circumstance, their deepest need was often the same. Human connection. No treatment plans, no procedures, no systems. Simple connection. Sometimes the most important thing we offered was not a service. It was just being present. A calm voice, a patient response, a reassuring smile. A few extra minutes when someone felt frightened or lonely or forgotten. Caregiving taught me that leadership is not always standing in front of people. Sometimes leadership is standing beside them, supporting them, encouraging them, helping carry a burden they can no longer carry alone. And perhaps that is one of the most human things we can do. To notice another person's struggle and choose not to walk past it. Because in a world increasingly focused on speed, efficiency, and productivity, caregiving reminded me that people are not projects to be managed. They are human beings to be cared for. There is a great deal of work in this world that receives little recognition. The parent caring for a child, the volunteer helping at a children's home, the neighbor checking on an elderly resident, the friend answering a late night call, the person who quietly gives without expecting anything in return. Most of these acts never make headlines. Most receive no applause, no awards, no public acknowledgement. And yet society depends on them, because beneath every strong community are ordinary people performing extraordinary acts of kindness, not for status, not for recognition, but because they care. And perhaps that is what keeps humanity alive. Technology can process information, but it cannot genuinely care. Technology can identify loneliness, but it cannot offer companionship. Technology can recommend solutions, but it cannot replace human presence. Technology can stimulate conversation, but it cannot truly love. It can provide advice, but it cannot sit beside someone and share their burden, because the deepest human needs remain unchanged. We all want to be seen. We all want to be heard. We all want to be valued. We all want to know that we matter, and those needs are fulfilled through people, not algorithms, not systems. People, real human people. Perhaps remaining human is not complicated. Perhaps it begins with small decisions, a kind word, a smile, a moment of patience, helping someone who cannot repay you, volunteering where help is needed, checking on someone who seems withdrawn, listening when someone needs to talk, being human when everyone else is distracted, because every act of compassion strengthens our humanity, and every act of indifference weakens it. The future will not be shaped solely by technological breakthroughs. It will also be shaped by whether we continue choosing empathy over apathy, connection over isolation, service over self-interest. Across every episode in the series, one truth keeps reappearing. Being human is not automatic. It is practiced every day through choices, through actions, through awareness, through service, through compassion, through genuine care. We remain human because we choose to remain human. And perhaps that choice becomes even more important as technology becomes more capable, because the qualities that define humanity have never been technological. They have always been relational. Today, somewhere near you, someone is struggling. Someone feels unseen. Someone feels overwhelmed. Someone needs kindness. Someone needs patience. Someone needs encouragement. The question is not whether you can change the entire world. The question is, can you change one person's world today? Can you be the reason someone feels noticed, the reason someone feels valued, the reason someone feels less alone? Because sometimes the smallest act creates the biggest impact. The future will bring incredible technology, smarter machines, greater automation, new possibilities we cannot yet imagine. And that is something we need to celebrate. But as humanity moves forward, we must remember something important. Technology can make life easier, but only humans can make life meaningful. Technology can increase efficiency, but only humans can create compassion. Technology can process information, but only humans can offer love. Technology can connect devices, but only humans can connect hearts. Perhaps the future will not belong to those who build the smartest machines. Perhaps it will belong to those who never lose their humanity while using them. A smile, a helping hand, a moment of patience, a moment of understanding, a moment of care. These are the quiet forces that have always held humanity together. Technology may replace many things humans do, but never forget to ask, can it replace what humans are? And with that, thank you for joining me on this journey. Until we meet again, stay curious, stay compassionate, stay grateful, and most importantly, stay human.